Right, we are finally back with the Maverick Quantum MT Flux in its mostly pretty much all but finished state, I suppose you could say, with the new blue body, which the stickers went on really nicely, thank God. So, yeah. Oh, I'm going to pull that back a bit, forward a bit even. So, yeah. With the new wheelie bar is looking smart. Take that off, and we can take a look at the inside. So yeah, I borrowed this battery from my Maverick Desert Wolf since I'm probably never going to run that again. I'm too scared to break it because it's so rare. So that might even go into storage, to be honest. So yeah, I pinched it from that. So it's a 3S battery. I've got the Maverick brushless system that I purchased. This is used. This is technically the only used thing that I bought. So currently has one of my eTronics receivers. It doesn't have a Maverick one because I'm not using that. I'm going to be using my main eTronics, no, sorry, Absema transmitter. So yeah, it has the original chassis, but these were purchased. These are new, and the lower A arms are new. Front and rear bumpers new. The wheelie bar is new. So yeah, there's a lot of new things on it. The only thing it still needs, actually, before I forget, is it needs some new bearings in each of the wheels. Ooh. Hey, Techmo just uploaded. Nice. Yeah, it needs some new bearings in each wheel hub because these are quite crunchy at the moment. So that definitely needs to be replaced. Also, give me 2 seconds. I forgot to get the forgot to get the transmitter. Give me 2 seconds. It's just over now. I shall go and get the. So yeah, that's the receiver. Oh God, Jesus Christ! The transmitter. This is what I get for most of my vehicles, except for the Traxxas, which obviously has its own. Some of my Maverick and HPIs use a HPI transmitter, but I might be swapping that out. Just use this. Yeah, unfortunately, the receivers, the HPI receivers, looks like they're being discontinued, so can't use them anymore. Yeah. So I may as well just do a quick demonstration now, which this should work. So yeah, this is that Power HD servo. I'm not quite sure about this yet since I haven't actually taken this out for a run, which I will do at some point. So that's not too bad, I suppose. Yeah. Watch that in slow motion if you want to. Yeah. So that works, thankfully. So I'm actually undecided as to whether or not to keep or sell. I've totaled up everything that I've spent on it, and including the car itself, the truck. I spent about yeah, I don't know. If I think about it, I'll put it up on the screen somewhere. But I spent more on this than I think I can actually sell this for, so I probably won't even bother trying. So yeah, I was actually going to say something and I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, even the shocks are new. So also, wait, I just heard a truck. Oh, no, never mind. It's next door. So yeah, what was I going to say? crap. Yeah, I was going to say something before I mentioned the shocks, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, like I said, the only thing I think I need to get for this now are just the bearings for the wheels. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Hang on, let me spin it around so you can actually see it. There. So that grub screw in there. That I had to drill out on the original one because it rounded off, and you really can't see that, can you? You can kind of see it. Yeah, that rounded off originally when I had to get the original one out, which is why that whole assembly there had to be replaced. But I had to annoyingly glue that on with some thread lock because the grub screw kept coming out. It might have been because I was so paranoid about trying to screw it in. I thought it was going to slip, so I was always like turning the driver very slowly, not putting a lot of pressure on it. So it might have just been because I wasn't tightening it up enough, but yeah, it kept coming loose annoyingly. So had to thread lock it, which is kind of annoying because I think I might have accidentally put too much on. So I don't know if that's going to be coming off anytime soon. But yeah, there we go. I still eventually want to get the clear body shell and paint it like a Ford F-150 Raptor. I would like to get the pink body shell actually at some point because that looks quite vibrant. Yeah, might paint these silver maybe just to give it the effect. I'm not going to put real lights on it obviously, but yeah, I think it's come out quite well, to be honest, from the wreck that it was. I just have this habit of spending more on a car than I probably should, especially if I don't plan to sell it, then I will put a bit more into it. But sometimes at the end of it, I feel like maybe I will sell it. But yeah, I'd have to sell this for like 250 quid or something in order to even make a slight profit, and not really worth it. So yeah, it's a shame because you know, all of it that I've purchased, all the parts are new, obviously except for this, and I do think this is the original speed controller and motor that would have come with this, because the one it came with was like a really old version, which I'm not sure if it was that as stock, but yeah, just yeah, really just need to get the bearings. I'm not going to bother with the chassis, even though it is a bit, yeah, a bit of plastic polish maybe, I don't know. But all things considered, you know, it was a wreck when I first got it, and now it might be a very good off-road monster truck. And like I said, I will try and get some. Oh, then again, I just realized I don't have any methods of attaching the camera to anything, so not quite sure what to do there. I don't have like a phone mount or anything, at least not anymore. Yeah, I have to try and figure that out. I still want to get that GoPro and head strap, so you know, I have to admit, I'm jealous of a lot of the RC car channels. I know mine isn't obviously centered around RC cars like a lot of other channels, but you know, I do have, it is my main hobby. I do have a genuine passion for it, so I'm always jealous about some of the RC car channels that get given like review items for them to, you know, try out and review and everything, and they get sponsorships and all that. But yeah, even channels that are smaller than mine seem to get some kind of like free review items and sponsorships to some capacity. But yeah, it would be nice if this channel was also considered like an RC car sponsorships, some review items, you know, that kind of thing, because you know, it is a focus of mine. So yeah, it would be nice. I am a bit jealous when other channels get that privilege. So again, I know mine isn't like centralized around RC cars. It is kind of mostly gaming and then it became like tech in general and all that kind of thing. But yeah, it would be nice, you know, a little bit of in some cases I suppose a little bit of recognition kind of thing. Just say, hey, you got some good content, have a free thing to review and be honest. Well, that is actually kind of one of the things I'm always a bit nervous about if I was to do a review, is the honesty part. I mean, I'm honest to a fault, you know. I will say what's on my mind. You know, I'm not going to sugar the pill or anything. So yeah, sometimes I might end up being a little bit too honest. That's the problem. But but anyway, yeah. If there's any like RC car stuffs out there, or like companies that want to do a little bit of a sponsorship, or provide me something with, you know, I can review, like my first one, do get in contact, because I love my RC cars. You know, this isn't like just some sort of half-assed thing I've just thrown in for the fun of it. I do like my RC cars. Otherwise I wouldn't be spending shite tons of monies on them, because I do like them. So yeah, just need to decide whether or not to keep this. I'll have to make the decision obviously once I've given it out for like a test run and whatnot. But oh god, so I'm bloody squatting behind the camera because my phone has to be quite far away to be able to get all this in, so I can't quite stretch all that easily. So yeah, I'll make the decision. It doesn't have a transmitter or receiver with it if I was to sell it, unless I actually buy one for it, which will bump up the price even more, and I will still probably end up losing money. So yeah, we'll find out. And if for anyone who might be interested, just gonna pop this on screen briefly. This is still on for sale on eBay, by the way. The Maverick Strada MT that I had did sell quite quick, but this one, which is a bit more expensive than the MT, but it is brushless, comes with 3 body shells, brand new wheel, brand new brushless system, doesn't have a battery, but it does have a transmitter and receiver and all that, and it does have a good blue body shell and the original Evo body shell, because it's actually an Evo chassis. So, but yeah, it's had brand new bits as well. Again, not a brand new chassis, but you know, it's going to get scratched anyway as you're off-roading. So that's on for sale on eBay. I'm sure you'll recognise it if you do a search for Maverick Strada. You'll easily find this one. But you know, if you're interested, that's on eBay. This, not so much just yet. And I don't know what it is with me suddenly sprouting Mavericks out of my backside. I seem to be buying a load of these and doing them up. So it's, yeah, I want to find a Tamiya to do, but can't seem to find one. I was going to bid on a TL01, which had an Escort shell. Unfortunately, somebody else bid on it before I got a chance and bought it. So yeah, but yeah, I'd like to restore a TL01 since I haven't had one of those yet. So that's probably next on my list. Yeah, but yeah, other than that, that's the Maverick Quantum MT Flux pretty much done. It's like 98% done. It just needs the new bearings in the wheels. Yeah, these ones are crunchy. I did drown them in WD-40 for a while, and then just put a little bit of oil around the inside, which did help because 2 of these were pretty much seed solid. But once I did that, it freed them up, and they did spin freely, but you could definitely hear some, you know, like some dirt or something had gotten in there, or something like corrosion. So yeah, it's just the bearings left, and yeah, and a transmitter and receiver if I ever decide to stick it on the eBay. And this is already on eBay if you're interested. Yeah, not much left to say, I don't think. So yeah, hopefully the next video for this will be it on a running video, but I need to find a way to attach my phone to something because I don't usually have anyone to hold it for me. So that sounds kind of good. So yeah, but like I said, I would love to get the GoPro and a head mount, and you know, maybe even attach the GoPro to the bodies. So, but they can be quite pricey, even the cheaper ones or the older ones. But if anyone wants to help, and I've only said this a few times because I don't like asking for it. But yeah, if you like this content, feel free to tip or donate, or you know, anything that can just sort of help put into this hobby. So I kind of like this hobby more than gaming. It's like ever so slightly higher up than gaming. Even though I do more gaming than I do, you know, these. I kind of felt that this is a lot more involved, more interactive, which is kind of weird to say when you're talking about a video game being less interactive than something else. But yeah, I like my RC cars just a tad more. That's how it's just like, this is RC, this is gaming, and this is RC cars. But it's like that. So yeah, any help is absolutely not mandatory, obviously, but any help is appreciated. So yeah, that's on eBay. Somebody buy it. Like, I'm kind of well, no, I don't think perplexed, I suppose, in a way that the MT sold first. It was cheaper, but it was also crapper because it was only brushless. It was only brushed and whatnot. So why that went first, I don't know. When this one, albeit more expensive, was the better of the two. So yeah, brushless. It's a brushless buggy. Why wouldn't you buy that? Somebody buy it. It's been on eBay for too long now. And yeah, this I will make a decision about once I've given it a drive. So, but yeah, if I did decide to sell that, I'd have to get a transmitter and receiver. That'll bump up the price even more. I don't know. I don't think I could sell this for anywhere near that I put into it, because I just don't know what they were new. Because these are discontinued, so I can't really find any prices for these anywhere. I've seen a few people sell some of these on eBay for like £100, £200, £250, that kind of thing. So yeah, and considering like all the plastic parts, I think one job lot, like that Model Sport order I got, that was like £95 or like £90. And then obviously from eBay I got the body shell. No, sorry, that came from Model Sport as well. Shocks. The shocks came from like eBay and whatnot. They were like 30 quid. So yeah, the body shell was like 22. The battery I already had, thankfully. So, and some of and obviously the brushless system, that was like 42 as well. So yeah, I've already, like, I feel like I've exceeded like 150 to 200 pounds. So selling it might not be viable. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so yeah. And hopefully, whatever I restore next won't be a Maverick again. I just seem to have them coming out of my arse. I've had Strada MT, Strada XT, a Quantum MT, a Maverick Maverick Desert Wolf. I bought a Maverick Quantum RX, albeit brand new, and I had a Maverick Ion. So yeah, just Mavericks. I think it's because they're cheap. You know, they're cheap to buy, they're cheap to run, they're cheap to buy parts for, and they're just, you know, easily fixed. But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna try for a Tamiya next. That's kind of what I'd like to do. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go now. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. The next and last video will probably be a running video if I can figure out a way to record it. But until then, pretty much done with this. No point in recording bearings because it just isn't. And I'm also going to go and take some ibuprofen because I've had a toothache for the last few days. So yeah, I'm going to try and call the dentist on Monday because it's not too bad at the moment, but for some strange reason the cheekbone just above the toothache hurts more than the actual tooth itself. It's weird. And even the teeth itself don't seem to be painful. It's the gum, or it's like just a small area of the gum in the jaw. So I'm going to stop talking now, and thank you for watching, and see you all in the next video. Bye. Ouch. Bye.